Hey, how's it going? Thanks for clicking on another video. I really wanted to do this to get everybody caught up as to where Ange and I are on the map. We've made our way down the East Coast, and I think the last video I had posted, or that we had posted, was, oh my God, that was Assateague, I think, and we've seen so much since then. And we've been recording and filming every day and getting so much stuff, but we've had very little time to put it all together. So after we left Assateague, we were obviously right along the east coast of the US. We headed down into the Outer Banks into a place called Hatteras.
It smells so good.
Oysters out of the water that we were just sitting beside. And just eating a shrimp burger. And we also went to Kitty Hawk, which was the birthplace of aviation with the Wright brothers. We went to the museum there and saw the monument to the history of flight, which was really cool. The four different lengths that each flight took them, and from there while we were still out there, we went to Jockey State Park, which was the largest sand dune in the Outer Banks. Actually, it may have been the largest sand dune on the East Coast. This is the tallest dune along the eastern seaboard. So says North Carolina. Ange and I are going to conquer this.
It's called Jockey's Ridge State Park.
For all you Star Wars nerds, it was like being on Tatooine. And then I did a really shitty impersonation of C-3PO. Over here! Anyways, it was awesome. After that, we went down to Myrtle Beach. We spent a little time there, but we wanted to get into South Carolina, where we checked out Charleston, which was such an amazing city to see the old architecture. It was so beautiful walking through some of the older areas and the parks that they have set up right along the waterway there. It was exceptional. Even their public areas with the fountains. It was just a really neat place to be. We actually found a pub as we were walking along. They were advertising, I think, like $2 beers, and I can't remember what it was. Cut to video. Miller High Life.
We are living our high life.
The High Life.
Are you high?
Hi. That beer tasted horrible. No wonder it was $2.50. They couldn't give those things away. But we sat at this cool bar. This Miller High Life tastes like metal or something, almost like blood. It's disgusting. But yeah, so we hung out at this really cool bar. They had dollar bills stapled all over the bar. Absolutely everywhere. It was a pretty cool place to hang out, drink a really shitty beer. But so we went, after we were done with Charleston, we decided to, actually a suggestion from the folks that are renting Ange and I's place. They suggested we go to a plantation called Middleton Place, and this Middleton Place was exceptional as well. The Middletons were a wealthy white family in amongst the time that the slave trade was big, and they owned this massive plantation. They were growing rice, had hundreds of slave workers, but the amount of work that they put into the landscape, tiered gardens. I think Ange hung out and took pictures of a heron for about 3 hours. The thing just stood there for her. It was pretty cool. After we left there, we went down to Georgia and we went to a place called Jekyll Island. We ended up staying, I think, for 4 days, but this place was so cool. There was this one beach called Driftwood Beach, and it actually wasn't driftwood. It was trees that had been torn up by storms, but they were then petrified with the salt air. So this whole beach, well, you can see. I mean, this whole beach was covered in these gnarly, twisted limbs and rock hard trees. And we actually, there was a gentleman that we met from Quebec that suggested that we go and ride it, because we were out riding our bikes at the time. He's like, yeah, you got to ride the beach while the tide's out. So man, I think that was one of our favorite rides up until this point of our vacation, because I mean, look at it. It's It's ridiculous. It's perfect. It's like riding on the smoothest pavement you've ever seen. You're in amongst these trees. It was nuts. We went there, and then we pretty much made our way into Florida, down through Jacksonville. And then we went to a place called Santos, which is so this is all in the Ocala area, O-C-A-L-A, the Ocala area of Florida, which is like central Florida. And we stayed at a place called Santos, which is like mountain biking mecca for Floridians, and I think for people across the US. We had never heard of it, but so we ended up spending a couple days there. We're talking, I think it was 80 miles of trails that we got to ride on. And of course we brought the gravel bikes, so they're not great for super awesome off-road stuff, but we did some of the blue circle or blue diamond, blue square. We did some of the simple trails, and they were pretty easy. But it was fun to be on some single track. And then we ended up in Port Charlotte because we have two very good friends that spend their winter there. So yeah, we hung out with Bob and Mel. I think we were there for 5, 6, or 7 days. Long time. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the fact that you let us stay for as long as you did. Ange and I hadn't had pizza in like a month and a half. We went to this place called Pioneer Pizza. Live band, these guys are pretty good, and oh my god, the pizzas were enormous. Ange and Mel ordered a bottle of wine, and it was, I don't know, I think $20 or something like that, but it came out as 1.5 liters, which was deadly. Anyway, so, but we had just an absolutely fantastic time with them. We went to a beach called Siesta Key, and this beach was super, super deep, like maybe 500 meters deep. Now, 300 meters deep. The sand was white quartz, so even though the sun was blazing that day, the sand was cold to the touch. And when you dug down a level, it was really cold. In fact, I dug a hole and was keeping my drinks in there. It was awesome.
I have always been afraid of changes, but you shown me life is full of faces. Sometimes clouds got in our favorite places, but we were young and unaware.
Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing payment on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. La 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 la. I'm just fine 'cause I got you.